a member of the board of trustees, Mr. Ken Etete. I'd like us to put our hands together for him. He's coming up to give us his goodwill message, one of our strategic partners and stakeholders from ACPPN. Please, over here, please. Thank you so much. Good afternoon, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. This is a very important event, and like the keynote speaker remarked, I think we very often do not recognize the effect of protocol across everything we do, and it affects practically our way of life, business, what I do. So, as I was coming in, I noticed the car park wasn't full. Typically, when you come in here for other celebratory events, you struggle to get in here. Our park wasn't full, and that so give me the impression people don't recognize the importance of protocol, or we haven't energized the society enough. But the good news is this executive and this new team have sufficient guidance, just like the keynote speaker. You see, when you hear names like General Ikewachukwu, I was quite young. We were still in secondary school when he was minister. You know, this is a minister, and if he appears anywhere to represent a country, they know that an individual is here to represent the country, and no one is going to discipline. So it's not, you may not understand the weight of the caliber of people that are sitting in. I believe, I wasn't there enough, but I believe that's Professor Joy, right? Okay. So these are powerful men, and they are all behind this. I think the least this would do is to see that we make them happy. Well, let me just go quickly. My speech is not that long. Most of you would have seen it on the program. So, distinguished guests, respected leaders, colleagues, and friends, good morning. Let me tell you a little story, not a big story, a simple one. A few years ago, if you wanted to register a business in Nigeria, you prepare yourself, you prepare for delay, you prepare for confusion, you prepare for frustration. You would move from one desk to another desk, you would ask questions, you get different answers. And somewhere in the middle of that process, something would happen. You would stop asking, why is this system like this? You would start accepting it. That was the real problem. Not the delay, not the process, but the acceptance. And that's exactly one of the key points that our keynote speaker made. Accepting that events like this will start late is a problem. That was, now fast forward. Today, that same process can happen online in hours, sometimes in a day, no movement, no confusion, no guessing. So what changed? Let's be clear, it was not intelligence. We have always had intelligent people, like in this room. It was not talent. We never lacked talent. What changed was structure. What changed was discipline. What changed was protocol. And that's why we're here, because when protocol is weak, systems struggle, and when systems struggle, people suffer. Let me say that again. When protocol is weak, systems struggle. When systems struggle, people suffer. In 2004, Nigeria tried to fix with Savicom a simple idea. Define what you do, define how long it takes, let people hold you accountable, clear, powerful, necessary. But something happened. We built the structure, but we did not always empower it. We wrote the rules, but we did not always follow them. So the system existed, but the experience did not change. And that is the danger. Because a system that existed without working is more frustrating than no system at all. Now let's go back to that first story. Why do one agency, the Corporate Affairs Commission, succeed where many struggled? Same country, same environment, same constraints, but different results. Why? Because they did three things. And I want to remember this. They made things clear. They made things consistent. They made people accountable. Clarity, consistent accountability. Simple words, but powerful. Because when people know what to do, when they know it will work the same way every time, and when someone is responsible for things move. And when things move, value is created. Now take that idea and stretch it across sectors. In business, that is governance. In diplomacy, that is respect. In technology, that is structure. Different names, same principles. Protocol. Let's talk about technology for a moment, because this is where many people get it wrong. We think technology will solve our problems. It won't. Technology does fix broken systems. It does not fix broken systems. It exposes them. If your process is unclear, technology will make it faster and more confusing. If your rules are undefined, technology will scale the disorder. But when your protocol is right, technology becomes powerful. It removes friction, increases speed, it improves experience. So the question is not, do we need more technology? The question is, do our systems work? Now, let's be honest. Across our institutions, we still see the same patterns: unclear processes, weak enforcement, inconsistent outcomes, and sometimes resistance, because structures demand discipline, and discipline demands change. And change is not always comfortable. But here is the fruit. We cannot build a serious nation on informal systems. We cannot deliver excellence through improvisation. We cannot scale growth on guesswork. At some point, we must decide, do we want systems that depend on effort or systems that work because they are designed to? So let me leave you with these three words: clarity, consistency, accountability. If you forget everything else I have said today, remember those. Clarity, so people know what to do. Consistency, so it works every time. Accountability, so someone owns the outcome. Get this right and protocol will work. Get this right and service delivery will improve. Get this right and trust will grow. When trust grows, things change. Not slowly, not theoretically, but in real life. In how businesses start, in how citizens are served, in how institutions perform. So yes, protocol may sound small, as I said earlier in my opening remarks, but it's not small. It is the difference between movement and delay, between frustrations and trust, between systems that exist and systems that work. And in the end, that difference is everything. Thank you very much. Come on, let's keep putting our hands together for me. Thank you very much.